All right, this is the truth, man. So this is the relocation series, man. Relocation series. Some of y'all in crime-infested areas with funny acting, goofy, cornball people, and you might want to take a chance and try to upgrade a little bit. Ain't gonna be no perfect area, but at least you trying to upgrade. And that's what you want to do. You want to try to upgrade. You want to try to move somewhere safer. Move somewhere where the people are friendlier, more willing to work together and to help each other. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you should strive for. That's what you should strive for. Let me turn this down. So, we started out in part one talking about how how you can relocate with $1,900. It don't cost that much. But you got to be savvy with whatever you have, man. I'm telling you. So now, on this part two, I'm going to talk about how a family can move with small amount. We're going to put a range on this. Let's say $19,000 to $3,000. I'm going to show you how you could do it. Like what I did wrong, again, I lost my debit card. And so I didn't have transportation. There was plenty of jobs that was telling me, you need a car. I didn't have a car. So that limited me. So anytime you relocate, if you're not a bus taker, like if you don't drive, man, you can relocate so easy. But if you drive and don't have no car, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Like, because when I was in Arlington don't have buses. So people was telling me down there, people from Texas was saying, man, just move to Dallas, man. I'm like, man, how am I going to get all my stuff to Dallas? They's like, just move to Dallas, and then you could take buses until you get your car. Because Dallas has a bus system. They got a couple of them. They got DART. You know, they got a public transport. Arlington don't. Yeah, Arlington, now you have Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft was just coming out back then, you know. But now, I mean, stuff is different. The world is different now. And stuff like Uber and Lyft, gig work has made the world a whole lot easier for a lot of people. And I'm telling you, man, the impact of gig has been way more positive than negative. I don't care. People fool sometimes, this, that, and the other with the Uber drivers, stuff like that. It done made things a whole lot easier for a whole lot of people, man. No matter what you say, man, it's just a fact. Man, I'm getting hot, man. I had to turn down the heat. So, you want to have a car, and the first chance you get, you want to get another car. You want to have two cars. And that way you won't miss a beat. Something happened to your other car, you got another car that you could drive. And you really should be driving both so you won't put too many miles on either one of them. So, but let's talk about a family. We'll say 4 to 6 people. 4 to 6 people. You don't have a van. This is what you do. This is what you do right here. You get your car shipped. You rent a van and you drive the van there. They gonna make you pay a deposit probably. You already got a car, so you don't need to keep the van per se. So you rent it for maybe like 2 days. Like 2 days. Or let's say you're moving to Arizona, it's going to take you like 30 hours. So rent the van for 3 days. Because then you get there and your whole family could be in the van sightseeing for like the first 2 days. You know, it's going to be like a vacation for you of some sorts. You sightsee for a couple days. So you rent a van for 3 days. You figure 3 days, that's going to be like maybe 5. Just say 600 for the safe side. 600. Now, like I always say, either you already want to have your place or you want to have enough money to secure a spot for all of y'all. Get you a nice spot, man, for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And grind. Again, I'm always telling y'all, you relocate, man, get on them gig apps if you ain't on there. I got gig apps that I can still do that I done took off my phone because I don't. That's how many gig apps I'm on. So you get on those. Then that way, that's instant money for you. Instant, no matter where you go. I was down in Denton with my sister-in-law doing deliveries. I said, man, I want to see how it is down here. So I got to taking deliveries in Denton. Like, man, these people nice. It's easy to navigate. I could have made some money down there. So that's a good way of learning your way around and getting to know and getting a feel for the people. I'm telling you, gig work is mostly positive, man. You're going to have some negative experiences, but like, I'm going to tell you something. It just depends on where you at. So you secure a spot, an Airbnb, a real nice house. You make sure your kids understand. We just staying here temporarily. My kids like that stuff, so like it wouldn't be a problem for them if they was going with me, but because of her, they're not. So, but let's say a family 4 to 6, you got a car, but it's not big enough for all of y'all to be in it at once. Like I said, get your car shipped. You figure that's 13. You gonna need, we'll do it from a 19 standpoint. Okay, this is what you do. You get your car shipped. Or you drive the car. The best driver drives the car. Like, let's say you drive the car down there and you pay for them to fly down there. If ain't nobody got motion sickness or anything going on, you pay for them to fly. Like right now, you can get a plane ticket one way going to Arizona for 2 something. So, see, thinking about it, I can't even figure out a way it will work with 19. Let's do 3,000. Family of 6, 3,000. Okay. You got your car. You could either, the year before you move, try to buy you a van. If you don't already have a van, if you have a van, get that van tip top and drive that van there. If you don't have no van, don't worry about it. You could rent a van. Again, like I say, for 3 days, deposit probably gonna be $300 and about $600. And you can ship your car. That's $1,600. You still got 14 left. Now, with the 3,000 seems more feasible. It's just more feasible because you still got 1,400 left. And you got to put gas in the rental. The rental gonna be a new car, so it's probably gonna take less gas. The van, probably 6-cylinder. You're looking at about 300. So now you're down to 1,100. You 1,100, but you remember you on the gig app, so you can make money. So that's not a problem. You just got to get out there and go do it. You got 1,100 left. You secure you a spot for a week. Maybe I'm sure you could find like an Airbnb or a hotel room that'll let y'all do it, even if y'all got pets. As long as your dog ain't disturbing people. You gotta have a well-behaved dog. You can go for like 9 days. Like you can pick up 9 days and then just be Just be making that money back and keeping it, only buying food and gas, saving everything else, you know. And especially if y'all both work. And I would suggest always, like, if y'all kids is old enough, y'all both should be working. That sacrifice, it don't change nothing. You just going without. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. If you raise your kids right, we homeschooled our kids, and yes, it did benefit, but the sacrifices that you make financially is, you know, if you could find a way for her to work, I would tell her, just work remote, work out of the house, but work. Do a business, do something where you helping that man, you know, make it a little easier for him. I mean, that's one reason why we back here too. The stuff was rough and it was all on my shoulder. You know, it was just all on me. So if it's on one person and things get slow, then guess what? Everything gonna get slow. So I think the main thing with relocating is you gotta have just enough or a little more than enough to get by and get out there and grind. Like if you trying to go, and we gonna do people that's trying to start a business, this gonna be a series. We're gonna do people that's trying to start a business. We're gonna do all different avenues of this. Remember, this is the All Subjects channel. It's the All Subjects channel. So I know y'all want to move. People y'all grew up with, they don't act the same. I'm gonna tell you this. Like, have y'all noticed, right, that like it's always some people that you just gotta move away from them. Like, it's people that they always gonna act like you need them when you call them and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you something about Milwaukee folk. And I talked about this on Facebook. People try to act nice and cool with you when you move. For one, they probably want another site to go to. And for two, they just do that. Like, I don't know. I can't explain why people do that, but they do that, especially here. So I was telling this dude, he said he wanted to come back. I said, I'm telling you, man, Milwaukee people act nice when you move. I said, then you come back here, you're going to be reminded of why you moved in the first place. And I gave him the example of a guy I knew, met down in Texas. Me and him got a good laugh at that, man. He said, we was talking about moving back home and stuff like that. He said, man, he came back. He had moved back home and he came back. He came back twice. The first time he came back, he said when he used to visit, man, they used to make them feel so good about the visit that him, his wife, and his kids would miss home. He said then he moved back there. He said he was drinking beer in the garage by himself. Like his brother used to be in the garage and stuff like that. No, man. Don't pay no attention to people behavior from the Midwest, especially when you move. I'm telling you, man. It's something about that. Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Detroit, man, them people become your best friend when you move. But while you was there, they wasn't calling you. You call them, they act like you finna ask them for something. You just trying to talk. So that's when, don't buy into that, man. Just when you move, just focus on your new place, man. Focus on your new place. Try to make it work. It's a reason why you moved. Like Milwaukee, I don't hate everything about Milwaukee, but it's certain things, man, that I know I can upgrade on. And one of them is my money. I know I can upgrade on my money. Texas was just a battle because I didn't know what I know now. See, now, like, I done thought it through all those years. What I did wrong, different things. And it's like, it's gonna make it way easier next time. Cause I got the wisdom. Like, I just moved cold turkey last time and stuff didn't, it was ups and downs. Like, sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad. But yeah, 3,000, I think a family you can make it. Think you can make it. Listen, we're gonna even do, if you got a girl, how to move and y'all both have your own place. Because if she get down there and she start clowning on you, you don't want her, trust me, you don't want to have to be going through having to get her off the lease and all that. Just give her room to make errors. If you like her enough, be like, look, she be like, I'm moving too. Like, yeah, we can move. But she get her own place, you get yours. Simple as that. And I wouldn't stay in the same building. Maybe close, but not the same building. Unless you ain't gonna do absolutely nothing, then I can see it. If you trying to be monogamous, which I wouldn't advise, especially if you moving to a place with all the women that Arizona or Texas or even somewhere like Florida has, I wouldn't advise it. You go down to the Brickell district, look, she on me blowing your phone up, you on me just like this. Look up the Brickell district on YouTube. That's where all the women be at, especially at night. But yeah, 3,000. If you a family of 4 to 6, the minimum you can make it work with 3,000. Let me just go over this again before I stop this video. $3,000. If you don't have a good van, if you got a good van, keep it and make sure it's right. I'm taking my van with me when I leave. If I gotta ship it, I'm taking my van. Only way I'm not is if my son's just driving it. That's the only way I'm not. But the van, when I get ready to go, that van is gonna be back on the road. I might let my sons drive it until or unless they get their own car. But you can make it with 3,000. Here's what you do. Let's go back over it. If your van is not 100%, then don't drive it down south. Rent a car. That's $600. You figure deposit. Rent a car for 3 days. You want to give yourself 2 days so you and your family, y'all can be going around in a newer car. If your car ain't new, in a newer car. And it might take 6 days for your car to get there anyway. You ship in your car, that's 1,000. So that's 1,600. That still leave you with 1,400. You want to secure the spot for at least a week, but you want to be grinding so you can keep either staying in that same spot or you could just keep going to a better spot. But you're gonna have to work. See, the way the economy is now is you can get paid every day. So it ain't no excuses really. Like, it's not like 10 years ago. Like, you can get paid every day from a lot of different sources. So you can be like, well, you tell your wife, well, I'm gonna stay out here today till I make 300. And boom, you bring 300 to the house. You ain't doing that in Wisconsin, but you could do that in Arizona or Texas. I already know I could make 300 in a day in Arizona or Texas because it's more possibilities. So then here it just be really busy or really slow, and every now and then it just be like in between. So with the rest of that money, you secure your place for a week. You gonna eat food, but you gonna be grinding. Remember, utilize the gig and utilize people ready. If you do those things, you ain't got nothing. You gonna still be making money while you waiting for whatever, like your job, different stuff. I would say even if you got a job, still don't work no one job. What if they don't like you? What if they play those games? He from out of town, so let's pick with him. You want to still have options, like the gig, people ready, stuff like that give you options, like temp agencies that pay daily. People ready is one of them. You know, I had Job Stack on my phone. I took it off my phone, but I'm gonna put it back on my phone when I move. Ain't nothing here, like I'm telling you, man. Sometimes, like, if I had Job Stack in a busy city, I know it's gonna be stacked with opportunity. And some of them things, they'll be paying like 18, 20. So that means like you work 8 hours, you gonna get paid 160 with taxes out for that day. Dude, come on, man. Just say you don't want to move. Say you don't want a new environment. Because the world is different now. You can move. So with the family, you want to sit on half of the rest of that money. 550? You'll have 11 left. You sit on 550. The other 5, you eating with that. You getting gas with that. The other 550, you eating, getting gas. If you need a outfit or two, like somebody need an outfit, like your kids start school or whatever, you get them an outfit. You go to the laundromat, you wash the clothes they had, and you get them an outfit, a new outfit. And you just grind. Remember, the keys to relocation now in 2025, options and grind. The gig gives you options. People ready gives you options. Like most jobs, you're going to have to work a week before you get paid. So if you going to go that route, we're going to talk about that in the future episodes too. Then you're going to have more money up front. But if you if you can do gig and you can do like people ready or whatever, I'm sure it's more than one, then you can get that money daily and you'll keep from running through your bank. Next episode to this, we're going to talk about, no, there's so many, man. You just got to stay tuned. I think I'm the relocation expert now. I already looked. I'm finna show y'all something. In my book, right? This is money I want to save on top of what I already got and on top of my my projections, right? How can I show you this without you seeing my house? Okay, so I got it $100 per week from January 18th to May 4th. Save $100 per week so I can have this on top of whatever else I have. Like my taxes, I'm putting up at least half of that for relocation. Any money I get, I'm putting up half of it for relocation. Like I'm out of here, man. Like Milwaukee is okay. Let me see who this is. This might be a lawyer. Scam likely. But yeah, I'm getting up out of here, man. Like, it's just not, from what I want to do, just economically is very important. And then it's like here, you start getting money like I plan on, you gonna stick out. Like, y'all know they carjacked the county exec 2 years ago, Chris Abley. Some dudes carjacked the county executive and they couldn't figure out how to use his car. So they got out of it and some dudes came and picked them up and they left. I don't got time for that, man. I've went to war on some ninjas. Like, I'm not, and here's the thing about like cities like Milwaukee and Chicago, them sketchy crime infested areas. Somebody could mess with you and you get them and now you in a war. They'll be trying to go after your relative. You just better off just going somewhere where that stuff is less likely to happen, man. It's not these cities, man, like Milwaukee and Detroit, all that. Unless you looking for trouble, you really ain't trying to stay in cities like this. I could get trouble easy. I done avoided a lot of trouble. One dude called me a BITCHA ninja. But get this. This is what was crazy. This is what was crazy. And I forgot what I said back. I said something snazzy back, but I don't remember. But it could have jumped off that easy. So the light was red. He ain't had nothing to do with what I'm doing. I'm turning. What I'm doing ain't got nothing to do with him. He going straight. I look at my phone. He blowing on his horn all crazy. I look up. He said, man, get off that effing phone. I said, what? He said it again. Then he called me a BITCHA ninja. And I said something snazzy back. I don't even remember. It could have jumped off because I had my pistol too. So if he would have got the shooting, trust and believe I'm busting back. Like, hey, this ain't that. Hey, listen, I ain't trying to be him no more. But I can be him if people really want to see him. I can be him if you really want to see him. That ain't who I'm trying to be. But I can be him if you really want to see him. But you know what? This is part of why I'm moving. Guys be here running red lights, all type of stuff, man. Anyway, let me get going.